Is it working?
Okay, perfect. It's there, guys. Okay, perfect, guys. Hey, guys, how's it going? Thank you so much for tuning in to amazing episode. The chat is on now. You guys can type in the chat. And today we're gonna get started with Neulink. Again, I'm sorry for the camera. Give me 5 minutes. I'll sort it out. And meanwhile, we have the amazing Bilal with us. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for the Neulink webinar. I know many of you have been waiting for this. I know many of you have been wanting to understand how to just freaking grow your social media. We're going to talk about all of those crazy stuff today. But Bilal, thank you so much for joining in. I know you have been putting in a lot of work. You told me that no one in the team right now is sleeping and just pushing updates, right?
Yeah.
That's freaking crazy. Like 1 or 2 updates every single day is just insane, right? It's just freaking crazy. I think people are absolutely loving that, man.
Yeah, thank you so much, and thanks to to you and the community, like, for giving us the energy to start pushing like this. Like, I'm having trouble to get the team to go like to leave the office these days.
That's a good problem to have, you know.
Yeah. It's like they are, all of them are very excited, and you know, with every announcement I put in our Facebook group, there are like 3 or 4 other updates that I just don't put there, like major improvements to to existing features, etc.
Yeah, it's freaking crazy, man. Like, I think the way you guys are really pushing up the updates, it's so inspiring, and I think it's also motivating for a lot of other founders who have launched at PitchGround as well, because I think there's so much more can be learned, you know. Like, this comes down to like years of actually like over decades of experience of web development and just like nailing down on the process, to be very honest with you.
Yeah, it's crazy. Hopefully they will get some energy from us, and honestly, we take all the energy from like the community and the amazing feedback that we are receiving, and the comments and everything. It's that's what gives us like the fuel to keep going and push even harder.
Awesome, and I absolutely love that. So why don't you like share your screen and get started with the presentation?
Awesome. Let me do that right away. So can you see my screen?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Awesome. So today we're gonna be introducing Neulink. This is like just a quick presentation that I made last minute. Hopefully it's not too too bad. So okay, let's go to the second screen. This is me. My name is and hi Udit. Finally, the camera is working. So this is me. My name is Bilal Araro. I'm the founder of Neulink. You know, I am a product and UX user experience designer by trade. So I got my computer science diploma in 2009, then started as a graphic and web designer on Odesk. Right now it's called Upwork, where I work with some amazing clients from different countries, like from all the continents, from the US, Australia, Europe, the Middle East, and then I made it to their all-star freelance club, which was initially just 100 freelancers, the top 100 from like back then was maybe 4 or 5 million people working there. Then I transitioned to product and user experience as well on Upwork, where I work with big brands from the US, and I helped them like create products and that were used from major companies like JP Morgan and Zurich, etc. Then in 2016, I started my own web design and development agency. I continued working with the same clients mostly, just like big SaaS companies that I work with, designing features and SaaS products mainly. And then our agency grew to 11 people. And we worked with so many amazing people from from 4 continents. Until this year, where I founded Neulink. We started it actually last year, almost the same time as now. We started the design and the ideas. And before that, we tried multiple ideas that we actually built for ourselves, in our own use. Yeah, this 2022 is where we started Neulink. And this is the team. I just took a quick selfie a couple of days ago. This is the creating team, the company, all of them. We have a nice
non-sleeping team, basically.
I'm sorry?
This is a non-sleeping team, basically.
Yeah, they don't sleep. We have here like a mini kitchen. They have, we broke like 2 coffee machines this year.
Yeah, that's okay. I think that's fair because the product is and the updates are coming out. I think most of the people in the participant would say, like, you can keep breaking more machine as long as you're pushing it.
Yeah, it's going crazy. And actually, this one, Ayub is our creative director, had his birthday today. So I couldn't make it to the celebration, but I will be hopefully making it up for him tomorrow. And yeah, okay. So as a agency, we generated like hundreds of millions to our clients, and our work have been used and seen by millions of people during the last 5 years of work. And we've designed tens of thousands of social media designs and created more than 300 websites, etc. And okay. So when we started growing the company and becoming bigger and try to attract more, we wanted to attract higher quality talent, more talented people. So that when we've started competing with bigger companies and more international companies that are well known and have a solid social media presence. So we were struggling to get the talent because we didn't have any social media presence, and we even our own address, company address, we didn't have it we didn't have the correct address. So we didn't want to look like a spam or just another Me Too company. That's why we started to think about building a solid social media presence. So it will make us more legit. It will make people trust us, which means they will work with us and for us. And also it will allow us to establish more authority. So this is why was the main reason we have started Neulink. And when we started to do this, it was hard. Initially we started the regular way, we started to post manually, create the design and try to post them in every social media channel, which was a waste of time. And honestly, we post for a week or 2 weeks, and then we disappear for months. Then we tried to hire some external help, which was very expensive. And honestly, it didn't reflect our company culture. Then we started to think the programmer way of doing things. We're stitching Zapier, another social media apps like Buffer, etc., making it work together, but it breaks more often than not, so it didn't work. So last option, we almost gave up. I started to resent building this audience, so I always wanted to just focus on work instead of trying to do social media. This is where
I have a very, very random question for you, Bilal.
Yeah.
Out of all the software in the world, right? Why social media? Because it's one of the craziest and the most busiest space out there. So yes, why social media tool, first of all?
Exactly. So the problem with the current social media tools that we found is it takes a lot of maintenance. We just we don't have time to do that. We just want to focus on our work. We want something that can help us be out there, be in front of our audience. Maybe we can share some articles from maybe our own blogs, from other blogs that we like, and we can share them with our audience and give them value with as little effort as possible. The current social media tools, the problem with it is you have to be there. You have to be going daily or schedule things. manually. Like we tried Buffer, we tried Meet Edgar, we tried Hootsuite, which was very complex. Every one of them, like we couldn't, like we pay for a couple of months, then we cancel the account because we're not using it. That was our biggest problem with this one. And I know like social media space is very busy, but in the initial stages, we just wanted something for ourselves to just to help us post consistently. Then we was like, okay, this is working. We should probably like make it public. That's why.
Yeah. Oh, great. Before we proceed further, guys, as you know, there is no fun if there is no giveaways in the webinar, right? And I think that's one of the things that everyone is always excited about. So make sure that you drop in all your questions in the QA, because we'll be picking up one best question at the end of the day. And that question will be getting a free code of Neulink. So make sure that you drop in all your questions that you have around the product, or whatever questions that you have for Bilal or his team, or for the product or the company. Put it up in the QA and we'll pick up the one best question. Also, at the same time, if you want to make it much more fun, take a screenshot of this particular webinar and put it up on your Instagram story, and make sure to tag Bilal, me on Instagram story, right? We will be checking up each of those stories, and we will be rewarding one person at the end of this webinar with one Neulink code. Again, you guys have an opportunity to have some nice free product, an incredible product for absolutely free. Just make sure to take this action, right? So 2 ways: drop in your questions and then take a screenshot of this webinar any time during the webinar, and just put it up on your Instagram story, or put it up on Twitter, or put it up on LinkedIn, wherever you want. Make sure that you tag Bilal and me. And at the end of this webinar, we'll see who has posted, and we'll announce one person as a winner. Again, make sure that you put all your questions in the QA. Let's get started, Bilal, from you.
Awesome. So we were almost like giving up. Like I started resenting social media. That's why like we were thinking, let's build a social media tool for people who hate social media. That was like the idea. Like we just want to spend as little time as possible on managing the social media, and we just want to focus on our work. We would just want to build products for our clients and ourselves, and do some awesome designs, etc. That was like the initial idea. So okay. Our project brief was like very simple. We want something that we can set it and forget it. Like we don't wanna have like spend a lot of time maintaining this, and we want to reuse our content. For example, if I shared like if we posted a blog article or a great video like that the value of it is timeless, we just want to reuse it again and again and again until it's no longer valid. And maybe like this might sound crazy, but maybe we can have like a big library of things that we can post. For example, if you look at social media accounts of all the brands, like you can find like some quotes, questions, facts, and certain kind of content that it's timeless as well, and it can easily be posted for any brand without sounding like it's off brand or something like that. So this is like this was our brief. It was super simple, 3 checklists, and we got down to work. And yeah, so that was we created Neulink. So Neulink is like is for everyone who want to build an audience. He want to build to post consistently and stay in front of their audience like on like 24/7, so they don't forget about them. And also if you want to build brand awareness, this could be entrepreneurs, startups, content creators, agencies, e-commerce brands, etc. So this is like this solution is for these kind of people. So now I'm gonna be like going through briefly about the features. Then we can go for a walkthrough of the product itself. So for the features, let me just move this one here. So for the features, we started with the automations. This was like the first idea. The The automations, like you can think of them like apps or integrations that you can use to add content to your social media, cross-post from other social media, or do some various things. So our plan is to go deeper and deeper with automations as the product grow. For example, currently you can, for example, copy your blog link, and we will share all the articles from it with your custom captions, etc. Later, we're planning to add some AI to this. Maybe we will go deeper. Maybe we can take the article and take some captions from it and share them for you automatically. So this is we plan to go very deep on this. Like, this is our goal. Like, we want to become the Zapier of social media. So these are the automation. What we have currently is importing content from social media blogs, import content from actually from blog like WordPress, Medium, Blogger, Ghost, etc. You can also import your products from your e-commerce using Shopify, Etsy, WooCommerce, and you can add as many stores as you have, like following your brand limits. So according to your brand limits, we also have something called cross-posting. It's not in the screenshot since I took it previously. The cross-posting is very is very unique, and we don't you can't find it anywhere currently in the social media platforms. So we are the first ones that come up with this idea. The idea is simple. Let's say you always post Instagram Reels on your Instagram, but you are basically, you don't exist on social media. Like, you don't post on TikTok, you don't post Reels on Facebook, you don't post any YouTube Shorts or videos on LinkedIn, etc. What we will do is simply connect your social media, your Instagram account, then create a cross-posting automation. Then simply use your Instagram app as you use it normally, and record the reel and post it in your Instagram. What we will do is every 30 minutes, we check your Instagram and see if there are any new reels, and then we will post it for you on TikTok, coming soon on YouTube Shorts, and then Facebook Reels. And
so is it more like if, for an example, how if this and that kind of like does it? I think that's what we are focusing on right now.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't think if have this kind of feature. Like, when
I think they're kind of like different stuff. They don't focus on social media alone, but they have like something like this, and I think that's pretty good. I have one more question that is coming in. That's very interesting questions, right? So we also have like a collection of good amount of contents, right? So do you think it's possible to sort of maybe create some sort of a marketplace or some sort of a recipe where others can create collections, and they can share that collection inside Neulink itself, and they can just sell that collection for $5 or $10, right? They can make the payment through that, and then they will have access to those collections. So what's going to happen with this is we can literally crowdsource the collections from every single niche, every category in various languages. And what we can do is when people submit all of these collections, it can be either based on like some sort of like niche and then language at the same time. Like, so for example, let's say that I want to start penetrating in the Spanish market, right? But I don't want to hire a social media marketer who is going to speak Spanish. I need something that's affordable right now to begin with. And then I want to probably hire someone later on, right? Because I want to test right now. So I don't want to spend a lot of money when I'm testing. So at that stage, I'll just go ahead, check Neulink and see that there's a bunch of software related collections by someone who has made that collection in Spanish. I can just pay $5 or $10, the price being set by the person, and then I can just make that purchase. Now, what's going to happen with this is that Neulink can probably like take a transaction of 10% just to handle all of these transaction fees. So this way, what happens is 90% goes to the people who are making this collection. It also gives them an opportunity to make some nice passive income of like $50, $100, $200, $300 a month, something like that. And then at the same time, the person who's buying it gets things ready-made, right? So it's a win-win situation for everyone, because I don't see anyone doing it. I don't see anyone having it. And because you already have those modules, why not give that modules a firepower?
This is an amazing idea.
Everyone wins, like this way, your team won't have to sit down and create collections. People will do it and they know that they're going to get paid for doing that. So they will also invest a few hours into it.
That's amazing. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. You know what? I'm adding this to our to-do list. Our team probably gonna stay a little bit late.
We can probably create like a discovery page on Neulink's website itself, saying and calling it like Discover Collections, right? We can list down like everyone's collection. People can just click and they can just like make a purchase of it. And right away, it would be imported inside Neulink with just one click as soon as the payment has been done. And what you can do is basically ask people to enter their own Stripe. And this way people get the transactions right away, right? So there'll be like a fee deduction right away, and the rest of the funds will be transferred immediately to those users. So again, like I said, everyone wins, right? Because the problem today is, even for us, as a matter of fact, that we want to expand in different countries with different languages, but we're not able to do that, right? And AI, as of now, is still very immature for languages other than English, to be very honest with you. Yeah. It's still at a very, very early stage. So this stage, we still need humans at that stage. So we can create all of these collections. Like I said, everyone wins. Everyone can put up their collections in different categories and niches. And this way, I will also have options at the same time to pick from. Like, hey, there are like 200 collections available in just health category. Now I can just go by what's the best category. Simple, done.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Honestly, I love this idea, and this can go like very big. And as you mentioned,
if you like this idea, I need some fire emoji from you guys in the chat. If we see like enough fire emojis, I think Bilal will make it live as soon as possible. Yes. He's not gonna sleep, guys. I need to see some fire emojis. Come on. I need some fire over here. We're talking about how you guys can start making money out of Neulink now. This is a new idea that has been like generated right now on the spot, by the way. It was not even planned by anyone, right?
Yes.
This is something, the spark of the conversation that happened right now. I think people are excited. People are looking to make money, man. Now, that's fantastic. Love this.
That's awesome. I really love this idea. Where can I see the fire? I need to see some fire emojis here.
Awesome, guys. I think people are very excited for this. I think this will blow up Neulink as well because no one has it. Like,
yes,
this is what separates our community, is that like we're smart people. Everyone is smart over here. So we always think out of the box. Like, how can we be different? How can we really stand out? I think this is something fabulous where everyone wins, everyone makes money, and everyone's also saving their time. So you don't need to go to Fiverr all the time and look for someone who's probably going to use AI or just copy and paste, right? Everyone wins.
Yeah, this is a great idea, and will give us like more power, so we don't have to add to hire copywriters, designers to create the content manually, and even that we can't cover all the needs, especially with different languages and markets like Spanish, French, Arabic as well, and this is gonna be huge. So this is gonna be added to our to-do list. And we will be adding. I think this can be made very robust. Like we can add some reviews for people who purchase these collections, so we can feature some good, like the best ones on the top, etc. So thank you for this idea.
Yeah, awesome. Let's get going. I think people are very excited for the rest of the webinar now.
Awesome. So so for the automations, as I was mentioned, like we have the cross posting, and then we have automation for podcasts. If you have a podcast, you can simply share the links, and whenever there is a new podcast, we will be shared automatically on your social media, and you can like set them to, if you want it to be shared on Evergreen or maybe once or twice, you can all have control these settings from your collection settings. So the second one is the collections that we were talking about. This looks very simple, but it's very powerful. Like you can organize your content, and you can easily decide what your perfect weeks looks like. And then we will post for you. For example, we can share blog ideas from TED every, let's say, Wednesday. then inspirational quotes every Monday morning, your newsletter every Saturday, etc. So this way, your perfect week will be repeated, will be shared on repeat, and you can always like create one-off tweets or social media posts as you on a daily basis whenever you have time. So this is the collections, and then we have the content library that we were talking about, which I think here we'll be adding maybe a discovery or a marketplace where you can create your own collection and submit them to us. So
again, I think I can already see like collections from Rishabh, then Pravesh, Norbert. They all are like super excited. So I can already see like all of these collections coming in from them right away.
Awesome. We'll be making sure that treating this as a high priority, since this will give us like superpowers, especially like in terms of adding more variety of content. Okay.
So again, Louis, please make sure that you guys are dropping all the questions in the Q&A, because it's going to be very hard for us to take up any questions from the chat, as it's very hard to see what's going on in the chat. So please make sure that all the questions are being put in the QA section so that we can take up all of the questions till the end.
Awesome. Okay, so after the collections, we have also the brands. This feature is for agency and people who run multiple businesses or want to separate their personal brand from their business. Here you can create like multiple brands. You can invite your team members and each team member or client, you can invite them to a particular brand, and then that team member, or for example, if you invite a client to for example, Neulink brand, they will not see the other brands unless you invite them to those brands specifically. So the reason why we call this, and also like each brand will have its own queue, its own collections, automations, and etc. So it's completely separate from the other brands. And this brand will be like, we will be pushing a big updates to this one, and that's why, and you will understand why we call this brand. We'll be adding the ability to generate designs using your own logo and brand colors from this one. So this, we already like pushed a couple of months ago, we pushed a small updates to a bit like a private beta to test this one, and it worked. So currently we are creating some template designs and ideas that we will be sharing very soon. And this will be used like, it will be very powerful. For example, let's say you use Twitter consistently, and what you want to do is share your tweets on Instagram as an image using your own brand colors. So this will be possible using this particular feature for brands. Okay, and then I think that's it. I try to keep things very focused, and if you want, we can now go for the product walkthrough.
Awesome. I think everyone is super excited. Guys, should we get started with the product demo? I need some fire emojis from you guys. There you go. I think, yeah, people are crazily excited. Boom, boom, boom.
Awesome. Okay, then let me do that.
Awesome. Let's get started with the product, man.
Thank you.
Again, guys, make sure to go ahead, tweet out, put it up on LinkedIn, put it up on Instagram, and do make sure to tag us, because that's the only way we can figure out who has done that. So again, it's a good opportunity for you to take in, and regardless, please get this tool. If you haven't yet, please get it. You know the kind of things that's coming in, right? By the time you wake up, there's going to be more updates. Right? So Bilal is literally spoiling us at this stage. That's all I can say. He's setting like ridiculous expectation for us, right? So guys, make sure you do not miss out on this tool, because it's going to be on a fire very soon.
Awesome. A second, let me just log into my account.
Meanwhile, let me just go ahead and check some of the questions very quick. disable. I think this has been answered. This has been done. So this is question from Jen. He's asking, I'm new with the Neulink. It says 9 blog posts in queue and 14 YouTube posts in queue. What happens after it finishes posting 9 blog posts and 14 YouTube posts? Does it automatically gets next bunch of blog or YouTube posts and schedules them? And can we reorder them?
Yes, after the post is done, they can control this from the collection settings. Like they can decide if they want to post these posts on repeat. Like once they are done, we'll start from the new from the beginning again on a repeat based on the collection settings. And yes, they can reorder them. For example, they can shuffle the entire queue. Like if you go to the queue, there is a button there where you can click shuffle, and it will randomize all the posts for you, so you don't post in the same order again.
Perfect. One more question, right? How often would you recommend someone to repurpose their content? Like, sometimes people get like a little crazy and start sharing it like every day, or like every week. So what's a perfect timeline, because you guys have been building this and have some data points, right? So based on data, like what would you recommend? Like a week, a month, 3 months, 6 months? How often is good enough to repurpose the content?
Yeah, it depends on the platform. For example, if you are using Twitter, you can easily like share it every week, and probably the next week it will be seen with different audience than the one that have seen it this week. And but for Instagram, for example, it's probably gonna take longer. So it will be good to have it like every couple of months, 2-3 months. Same thing, LinkedIn too. I would say it's less than Instagram, but and also in the couple of months span. And also it depends on the type of post. So if you are sharing, for example, like articles, like blog posts, for example, it's okay to be resharing them every month, every 3 weeks, since it will be providing value, and most of the time it will not be seen by the same audience. Even if they saw it, sometimes it takes 2-3 times from them seeing it to click on it.
Got it. Perfect. Let's get started with the product demo.
Awesome. So here is how the queue page looks in our Neulink account. As you can see here, this is the calendar. We usually we post 5 times a day from it, as you can see here. And we post this consistently. Like in this case, for example, we have some news about Instagram adding a new safety feature. This is every day we share a post idea of the day, more news. This is the latest edition of our newsletter. Whenever, as you already know, we have a weekly newsletter, which, by the way, you should subscribe to. We try to share the latest content, the latest news about social media. We share with you the next week holidays, content opportunities that you can leverage and use it to your own advantage. Like, for example, in this week we have Thanksgiving, Black Friday, etc., which are very known, but there are some other holidays that are not known from many people. So we share them with you, so we can give you inspiration about them to post. So this is how our calendar works, and this is the feed view. You can see here we share. Today we're gonna be sharing a blog post from our blog, and some news. Also some more news. This is a thread. It's a product announcement, like about cross posting, that will be shared also. This is tomorrow, etc. So I'm gonna show you how you can set this up for yourself as well. So let's go first to the collection. So I can oops, let me remove this one. This one I was testing out a new automation we are experimenting with. Before we go there, let's go to the schedule. So you can see a simpler view of how our weekly schedule looks like. So this is our weekly schedule. As you can see, we share 3 times a day. Every day we share 3 news. We also share post ideas, newsletter. Sometimes we share Instagram slides, product updates, etc. So this is how our typical week looks like. And you can add, for example, different time slots for your collections. And then let's go to the collections. So I'm gonna show you here the collections, how we organize our social media posts. We have a collection for our post ideas. For our social media post ideas, let me enter to it. This collection, I created it using our bulk import using CSV. So here we have many daily post ideas that we share every day with our audience. And we posted, a second. Oops, it looks like, okay. So I'm gonna show you the settings in a bit. It looks like the settings page has some small issue. I'll be checking with the team to fix. Okay, close these. So as I mentioned, we have daily post ideas. We schedule this to be posted every day around midday, like 12 p.m. And then we share product updates. Let me open this on a new page. I'll be opening all of them. Looks like the server is a little bit slow. Probably everyone is logged in right now. Okay, these are the product updates. What we do is we share the product updates 2 times a week. Whenever there is a new product, for example, this one is the cross posting, and I will be adding an update about the left to right languages. Let me create an example for this one. For example, let's say I want to share a product update about supporting left to right languages. What I will do is go create post, and then come here. It's so this is an example about Neulink and how it supports left to right languages. So what we can do here is we simply add the caption. We can add some hashtags from here. Let's say I already created a hashtag group using our hashtag manager. Let me move this one here. So I'm gonna click add. It will add all the hashtags to the tweets and the social media posts, and then I can decide if I would like to retweet, like for example, after 9 hours. I already set up the auto retweet for the entire collection, so I don't need to do that. We also have a follow-up comment for this particular collection. So I'm gonna simply click add to queue. And then it will be shared next. So after this one, so let me check the queue real quick. This is the first product update. This is the second one that we've created. So let me show you the schedule so you can get a clearer idea. So for the product updates, we share them on Tuesdays and Fridays. So that's why it's scheduled on the next Tuesday after the other one. So this is how like typically the scheduling or adding content manually works on product update. And as you can see here, we support like many posts. We support adding short videos. In short videos, we will share them on your Instagram as a reel, on your TikTok accounts, on your YouTube. This is currently not available, but it's under review from YouTube. So hopefully we'll be hearing from them in a couple of weeks. Then we will make them available.
I have one more feature request for you.
Okay.
And let me know what you think about it. And also, guys, let me know what everyone else thinks about this particular feature as well. So with Reel, I've been testing out Reels pretty aggressively on Instagram right now, and I've seen some great growth coming in from that as well. And what I've really observed is that if you use the right trending song with anything in the Reel, right, it's giving you great reach. So first, is it possible to add like the trending sound inside any of the social media? Is there an API for that, by the way? And if, then is it possible to automate tweet to Instagram and YouTube short reels by any chance?
Okay. So for the trending songs, I'm not sure currently if Instagram is actually like supporting it, but we will be doing some research and see like if they have like an API, we can search the trending songs and then add them to the reels.
I'll show you quickly like what I mean. Can you go to Instagram.com/Udit_Goenka? I'll tell you exactly what I think. And if we can add this, I think we can put Neulink again, UDIT. No, it's UDIT underscore. No, underscore.
Okay.
No, underscore. Yeah. GOENKA. GOENKA. EN. Yeah. KA. Okay. Yeah. And then go into my reels.
Okay. This one, the story.
No, not the story, the reels. So if you look at the latest post, right, the latest reel, what I've done is that I tweeted about this, and then I just used the tweet and I manually created this into an image and then just uploaded it into reel. Now I had to do this manually because I need to use a trending song. So if you see that whenever you add any music, Instagram will show you like all the trending songs with that icon, right? Like that arrow icon that, hey, this is trending right now. So I just select any of the trending songs that is basically has the least number of reels created at the moment. So what happens with this is that I literally posted, and even with like very less audience, I got almost 2,000 views organically, by the way.
That's awesome.
And that too, I think it's just been like 12 hours since I posted, right? So if you go back, you will see it's almost 2,000 views. And again, the engagement is pretty crazy. So 156 likes so far, 2,100 total views as of now in 12 hours. And this is again 100% organic.
That's amazing.
I have not done any promotion, anything. I've just created this and I put up, right? And it worked out pretty well. Like I'm also getting some great comments and everything coming in. If we can automate this, what's going to happen is that if we're creating a ton of tweets, it also creates a piece of content on Instagram, and the same piece of content can be created for YouTube story, YouTube shorts as well. And for people where people can use TikTok, the same video, the same piece can be created for TikTok as well. Now, this can put everything in a very steroid mode, because imagine if you're doing like 20 tweets a day, you do 20 reels and 20 YouTube shorts and 20 TikTok. Ultimately, believe it or not, it's volume game right now. It's not just the quality game, but it's quality plus volume game right now. From what I'm seeing, people who are posting more, they're getting far more reach than the people who are posting like very, very less, especially if you're in the very early stage of your social media journey right now. So what do you think? Like, if this can be automated again, I don't think anyone has this. Like, this will again take Neulink to a whole different steroid mode, especially because then what people can do is something very smart, right? You can create a Twitter channel for, let's say, fitness category, right? Now, once you've created a fitness category Twitter account, you can create a fitness category for Instagram and YouTube and TikTok as well. Just start posting reels, start posting tweets. It'll automatically create those reels for you with trending songs. And boom, you have a ton of content coming in. And people love reading 2-3 lines. It's not, content is just not about like going crazy or showing yourself all day and all of those things. Like, content can be as simple as just 10 words. As long as it makes impacts, it works, right? If this can happen, I see a huge amount of opportunities because people can start creating different category of niches, first of all. Yes. And they can start creating different sort of like social media platforms where down the road, they can start selling ad spots.
Yeah.
They can reach out to brands and say, look, we have X number of followers engaging with us. And why don't you just tell us a post? We can create a quote around your brand and we can post it.
Yeah. This is
again like money-making opportunity for people.
This is amazing. Honestly, this is a really good idea. From a technical perspective, like, this is possible. We can easily do that. We can bring the tweets. We can create videos for them. What we will do is what we will need to research is the ability to get the trending songs, which I'm not sure if Instagram have it in their API yet, but we'll see how we can.
I think TikTok has it. I think YouTube Shorts, they don't really care about it, so we can probably like integrate some sort of a library. I think YouTube has got their own API library that is available for free. So I think you can probably add that, but I think for Instagram and TikTok, it's going to be very important to add the trending song, because trending song, from what I've seen, is like 50% of the reasons why a content will do well or not, and rest of the 50% actually depends on your content. So 50% is a trending song that you're selecting, and 50% is this. Because if you look at any of my other pieces of content as well, you will see that I inject like a trending song in the ones that I'm speaking as well. I will lower down the volume to 1. Right? And that gets me crazy. By the way, this is a good hack, right? So this video of mine went viral. It got like 9,000 views. It went viral like 2 days ago. And it's again, everything is like 100% organic. It's been picking up organically and it's doing pretty well. So if you guys can see, like, I'm just testing a lot of things and it's working out brilliantly for me. Like, I've been able to nail down on Instagram. Now just trying to figure out like how I can like really start scaling up on Instagram, just like I did for LinkedIn and Twitter at the same time. So just trying to like work things out. But I think also when people see a lot of faces on an account, that also kind of like helps out overall.
Yeah, definitely. This is like a really good idea, especially now, like Instagram is pushing the Reels like to a new level.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly. With the competition from TikTok and YouTube Shorts, like they can't like afford to be behind them in terms of the views. That's why
and I think there was an interview from Mr. Beast as well, that if anyone wants to nail down on YouTube as well right now, focus on YouTube Shorts.
Yes.
Literally focus on YouTube Shorts, right? Because starting from, I think, January, people will be able to monetize YouTube Shorts, and from February, advertisers will be able to put up ads inside YouTube ads. This means that YouTube would require a ton of content, right? If they don't have enough content in every category, they would not be able to serve all the advertisers who is just going to come in and throw money, right? So at that stage, YouTube would do everything to push people. So I think this is that opportunity that everyone was waiting, that when is going to be an opportunity for new people who is joining now to get those subscribers. And I feel this is that opportunity for a lot of people, I feel.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Like, especially like usually when YouTube or even Instagram announce a new feature, like they try to push it as hard as possible so they can bring as many creators as possible to use it. like with the competition on the the short form videos is fierce currently with TikTok and the Instagram. Like TikTok is clearly dominating, but YouTube is definitely like very close to them these days. Yeah.
Awesome, man. So I think if we can like start automating all of these things, I think this is what like true social media automation is all about. Like I feel that's where like Neulink is really heading to, rather than just being another like posting tool, which
Yes. Yeah.
there are like thousands of them. I think automation and the content collections is something that can really help us blow up everywhere.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree. That's our focus. Like what we are trying to do is exactly this. Like we try to see what people are doing and how we can automate it for them. The same way like you did here. You took a screenshot of your tweet and then you shared it as a reel with the trending music. That's what we can do this. For example, let's imagine you can say something like if my tweets go above like 100 likes in Twitter, create a reel for them, something like that. So this is I think this is something we can do, like especially with the only part that we will need to do some more research on is the trending songs, and hopefully they will be available on Instagram. Even if they don't have them, maybe we can figure out like a workaround to use our own library or other libraries that might have this kind of this feature.
No, absolutely, man. Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it now.
Awesome.
Guys, if you haven't bought Neulink, please go and purchase it right now. If you're not going to do it, you're going to be missing out big time, right? And also at the same time, the discount code is getting over in next 3 days. So might as well, like if you're on a fence, you're missing out, right? So let's go back to like start showing more power of the tool to everyone.
Awesome. Okay, let me do that. So I'm gonna try to keep things very simple. So as I mentioned here, this is how we organize our own social media content. We have one collection that we post ideas every day for our audience. This is, as you can see here, we posted on a daily basis around 12 p.m. And then we have products updates, which we share it like twice a week. We should probably change this to daily, since these days we are pushing things like twice a day. Okay, and then we have we share our own blog articles from the blog. This one is fully automated. We use, let me open the automation page. I'm gonna close this. As I mentioned to you, this collection here is fully automated. I'm gonna open it and then open the automation page. Here is the automation for it. This is we use Ghost as the blogging platform for our blog, and then we simply copy the link of our blog, then edit the caption that we want. For example, we want the title of the blog, 2 emojis, hand emojis, and then the link. And then I added a couple of hashtags. That's it. And you can use these variables as you can see here. We'll be making them like easier to use later with adding a button to easily add them. And that's it. You can, and here you can mark the post as a draft. We currently have them as a draft. This way, when the post, when there is a new post on our blog platform, it will go to our collection, to our blog collection, and then our copywriter will come here and then simply edit the post title a little bit and add more hashtags and make it more more engaging instead of using only the text link. So this is how we manage our blog platform. And then there is another option is this import post as an image. What this does is simple. It will, instead of sharing the post as a link, it will share it as an image post. We will be using your own social share image, like the default social share image of the post, and we will be posting it on platform. This is especially useful for Instagram and other platforms that are more image like photo friendly. So this is the setup that we currently have for our blogging platform. And as I mentioned to you, these are the social media posts that we have. And each time there is a new post, it will be added to the draft. And you can see the draft here. As you can see, this is still in the draft. Then our copy, our content, our head of content will come here. She check this like every couple of days or every week, depending on the schedule. And then she simply come here, edit the caption a little bit, maybe add a picture or something like that. And then she clicks save and add to the queue. And then it will be added to the next, it will be added to the queue. So it can be scheduled for later. This is how our blogging platform works. Okay. And as you can see here, if you go to the settings, we share these posts to Twitter account, our Neulink LinkedIn company, on Google My Business, and also on Facebook page. We share them twice a week, Thursday and Saturdays at 7 p.m. And we share them on Evergreen. Evergreen means that we will be sharing these posts on repeat. You can also select if you would like to share these once only, twice, 3 times, 10 times, etc. And there is also another option here if you would like, for example, to only share these posts on a particular time frame. This is very useful if you, let's say, for example, this week you are running a campaign for a holiday campaign for your products or for your products. What you can do is simply come here, then select the date, the starting date, which is today, for example, and then the end date, which is, let's say, Tuesday, after the Cyber Monday. So in this case, we will be posting only during this time frame. So we will not be we'll be sharing this outside of the time frame. So this is very useful. For example, let's say also if you have summer posts, you have a collection that you only want to share in the summer. So you can add the post to it and then only activate it in the summer, and so on. And there is, of course, this is the color code. So you can pick a color code for this particular collection. So you can easily identify it in the schedule. As you can see here, these are the blogs, and you can identify them here and here. So this is our blog collection. Then we have the daily news. This is very powerful, by the way. Let's say, in our case, we are a social media company. So what we want to, people follow us to know what's new in social media, etc. So instead of like trying to become a news company or something like that, what we will do is, as you can see that we have 300 plus posts. What we will do is, instead of that, we will simply create multiple automations from major news or from trusted news companies and be sharing them automatically only once on this collection. So what we did is we went to social media today. Let me edit so you can see.
Should we also share this, Bilal, with everyone about the keyword tracking? Should we talk about it?
Of course, let's talk about it.
Yeah, so guys, so we have been discussing about one more like amazing, incredible feature where let's say that using Google Alerts, right? We'll probably be using the API and we'll start tracking a certain keyword where that keyword will create a content for you. So let's take an example, right? So I talk a lot about startups and there are so many news coming about startups now. So what's going to happen is that all you have to do inside Neulink is just come and put the word startup, and any news that comes in, it'll grab the title, it'll sort of, let's say, create a tweet for you. Now it's up to you whether you want to push it or not from there, but boom, that way hundreds of new content around your niche would be ready for you. That is something that we are working on. I spoke with Bilal about it again. This is true automation. This is how social media needs to get automated, right? This is how you need to drive crazy growth. So right now, like I'm doing that using a lot of different other hacks and stuff right now at the moment, but this would be native inside Neulink. And once it happens, imagine you guys talking about business, right? Go on Twitter and just talk about your business niche and all of the stuff that's going on. You guys will start blowing up because you will be the first one to share that piece of content on Twitter. And the way Twitter works is the one who posts the first tweet has the first mover advantage, believe it or not, right? And their tweets blow up. And that is one of the major reasons why my tweets always perform so well as compared to anyone else. And then what happens is my tweet gets featured on different media publications. People take up my tweet and embed them in different media and publications. And from there, I get more users because they're saying, why is this guy being tagged and his tweets are being embedded on so many different tier 1 magazines? And I start driving my entire growth on Twitter from there. So that is one of my craziest strategies that I use, that I'm sharing openly with you guys in terms of what I do in social media and how we're going to be automating it inside Neulink very, very soon.
Awesome. And yes, will be very powerful. Like you can like have multiple keywords, and whenever there is a new post, we will be like notifying you like, okay, you have like 5 new posts in the draft about this particular topic. And even this, like we're still experimenting with AI. So expect that this will be some AI touch to this one too. For example, if there is a new topic about something, you can ask the AI to rewrite it for you or write a caption for you for Twitter, etc. So like will be going deeper and deeper with this particular feature.
Awesome. Loving it.
Yeah. So this is
so far. Again, drop in that fire emoji. We want to see how you guys do things, right? Like we have crazy ton of stuff, insane ideas in terms of growth, right? I'm also a part of LinkedIn Accelerator program. I was like one of the 200 people out of 300 million people that got picked up by LinkedIn for their recap program, if you haven't heard about it. So I've been learning a lot about how these people work, right? And we've been working directly with LinkedIn as well. So we're going to be coming out with a lot of cool stuff, because before even things goes live with people, we get to know a lot of information directly from these companies, by the way. So we're just going to try to bring all of these things inside Neulink and try to bring in some very different sort of automation for all of you guys.
Awesome. And yes, like Udit like shared with me some crazy ideas like behind the scenes, and like and some experiments we add to the platforms, and it blow ups like immediately. So yeah, thank you for that. Okay, so for this particular automation, as I mentioned, whenever there is some news about social media, it will be pushed directly to our daily news automation that we share with our own audience. And we also have another automation about the news. This one is for the content marketing, which we get from the Ahrefs blog. As you can see here, I checked their website and noticed that it's from WordPress. So we used the WordPress automation. I simply copied the category of content marketing, since I don't want to be sharing we don't want to share the SEO and other topics. So we focus only on the content marketing. So we've created a collection for using the content marketing category. As you can see here, this is the title, the links. And if you go to our Twitter account, you will see these are the news with the hashtags and everything, and they get retweeted. We get so much traffic from this, and these are the news from both these platforms, and they keep us active on social media, and we are always in front of our audience. Just one thing for this, make sure that you share quality content and you don't overdo it. This is to make sure you try to bring some value to the audience. This is the best way to use this kind of tools. Okay, and so the next collection we have is Instagram slides. This one, we designed them manually. It's empty currently, but let me share with you what we have. So this one, we try to share them almost 3 times a week. We share some content ideas or social media tips of the week. We have content opportunities Like for example, like holidays. Let me show this post. This is the Instagram slide post. As you can see here, this our designers and copywriters work on this one. We share here some tips. For example, start podcasting, add social media buttons to your newsletter, etc. So we share weekly tips on our Instagram, and these are Instagram slides. Let me share with you how our Instagram looks like. As you can see here, we have this, for example, let's say this one. These are the slides, and each week we share content opportunities, marketing tips, and more, as you can see here. This week trends, for example, this where we manually share what you should be posting about, or what trends that you should probably be jumping on, so you can gain more and more visibility. This Thanksgiving content, Black Friday, this here cry pipe trend, and of course Taylor Swift is probably with us every single week, etc. So yeah, let me see. I think this one, yeah, this one for Christmas, World Cup, etc. So this is how our social media, our Instagram account looks like, and it's we use Neulink to manage our Instagram as well. We try to keep it consistent. And yes, every week we share this week holidays. We get this from our newsletter. So for example, this one, you can see the upcoming holidays in case you wanted to post something about it. Yeah, so this is the Instagram slides. As you can see, here are all the slides that we add. We create this using our you can create this either using general posts. So in this case, you can simply click here and add multiple images to your post, or you can come here and click create Instagram slides. Okay, let's go back to collections again. So after the Instagram slides, we have our weekly newsletter. We share this like Sunday and Mondays because the content of this particular newsletter is timely. So after like a couple of days, we will be already like the trends might be dying, etc. So we share content from it every on Sundays and on Mondays after we send the newsletter on Saturdays via email. So these are the posts from the newsletter. And we also come here every week and then create some Twitter threads like this one. Big holidays this week as Thanksgiving kicks off of the holiday season. And then we share the different holidays for each day. Same way we do for Instagram, but this one is focused on Twitter instead. And here is how it will look like on Twitter. And let me go to my Twitter account, to our Twitter account, and show you an example of how this will look like. No, this one is, we are very active on social media. Okay.
Yeah, I do expect you to be active. if you're running a social media company, and if you're not active on social media, then there's something definitely wrong.
Yes, exactly. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I can't. Here is the thread. So as you can see here, no, actually this is the get started. Let me go to the history. Hopefully we will find the.
I think we'll probably have to add like maybe a search feature over here. That should be pretty helpful.
I'm sorry?
Maybe a search feature can be pretty helpful.
Some filter like to see which one was posted.
Yeah, like a date-wise filter or just a search filter,
Yes.
just to make it very easy, like to see what has been posted, from what date to what date has been posted, like how many contents. Just some basic stuff, I think that can be pretty helpful for a lot of people.
Yes, I agree. Actually, this is something that we will be adding very soon, and we will be introducing with the more robust insights, etc. So initially, like our entire focus was like automations, and we kept everything else very simple. Then now we are like trying to add the second layer of you adding search and filters and more advanced insights, etc. I think this is the one. No. Where is it? Yes. How to use the. So here is how the thread will be looking like this. So it will be automatically posted. And for this, what we do is we use, let me go back to the collection. We use our thread feature like this one. Let's say, for example, I want to write this. So what I will do is I will add this. Then you only need to skip the line twice, and it will be adding a new tweet for you. Then you can simply add the second tweet, skip the line again, add the third tweet, skip the line again, etc. So this is very easy. You can easily add a Twitter thread, just skipping the line a couple of times. And now we are making we've made this even easier. Like you can simply just create a regular post, then write your tweet here. Write your tweet here for example. Let's say you want to add this. Then this, and we will automatically convert this to an auto thread. The preview currently isn't available, but we are working on adding the preview so you can see exactly how it will look like when it will get posted. So simply skip the line and add, make sure you use dots, etc. And then we have our logic will figure out where to break things. In this case, for example, it will break it from here and here after you skip one line. So this is how it will work on Twitter. Okay, so this is the collection of the newsletter. Then we have our YouTube tutorials. This one too is an automation. We use YouTube automation to get the content from our YouTube channel, from this YouTube channel. Let me keep the Twitter. So each time we post a new video or a new tutorial, it will be automatically added to this collection. And then we will be sharing it on a repeat, like, 1 second, let me see, when do we share these posts? We share them every Saturday around 11 a.m. So weekly. And then we have an auto retweet with this particular automation. So whenever there is a new video on our YouTube channel, it will be automatically added here and then shared on Facebook, Pinterest, LinkedIn, and also Twitter accounts. Currently, the YouTube channel, we only get the text and social share image as well as the video link, etc. So next we will be coming soon. We will be able to upload the entire video and then share it on your own social media. So this will be coming soon. We are currently waiting for Google to approve some new permission for us. Usually it takes them like from a couple of weeks to like 4 or 5 weeks. But I'm expecting like maybe 2 or 3 weeks we should be live with that one. And of course we will be introducing YouTube Shorts. It's already built, as you can see here. We've been testing YouTube Shorts in our own account, but we need some permissions from them that we applied for, and it should be we'll launch it publicly as soon as we get approved from Facebook, from Google. So yeah, this is the YouTube collection. And then of course we have one collection that we use from the content library. This one, you can add it with one click, and it already have the captions, the images ready for you to use. As you can see here. This one, if you could have an extra hour of free time every day, how would you use it? So this is, we try to add like thought-provoking questions, so people engage with you and your post. Like if you could speak another language, what would it be, etc. So these are random questions that you can ask your audience, and you can get more engagement from them. Okay, so for this one, for this particular collection, we've added it from the content library that Oded mentioned, that we should make it available for everyone, that they can add their own content, which we are considering. So in this content library, you can add different content like quotes, facts, memes, questions, etc. With one click. For example, let's say on Monday, on Monday, for example, you can come here. You want to start the week with a positive quote. You can come here, click on the post if you would like to see how what we have here, like knowing your work.
Probably turn this into reels as well. I mean, like, we already have these. You can just turn them again. The thing is, reels and these are like great growth opportunities right now, as compared to just posting these.
Yes.
What I feel. So that needs to probably like taken into consideration, I feel.
Yeah, definitely. Currently, the Reels is the main driver of traffic for Instagram. So this is like our next focus. We're gonna be going hard on them as well. So this will later have like a combination. It can be Reels, then post, thread, etc. So they can be each particular platform. We will try to use their like most powerful feature. So this is definitely a great idea. And maybe when we open this to the public, we'll get more and more like crazy ideas from the.
Absolutely, I agree with you.
Yeah. Awesome.
Awesome. So I think do we need to like go over through everything, because we have like almost 63 questions.
So I think we should be good to go here, unless you want me to go to something else. Maybe I can show them just quickly like the link shortener in case they want to. So for the link shortener, you can turn this with one click, like just come here, click on, and then it will automatically shorten all your social media links, so you can keep an eye on the traffic and how many clicks you are getting from different.
Do you also think you can possibly allow people to add their own domain maybe for link shortener?
Yes, it's actually ready. We just finalizing a few tweaks on them, and it will be next week. We will make it live next week.
Awesome, guys. So link shortener inside Neulink is coming next week.
Yeah.
So that's the news you have. So let's get started and take some questions because we have plenty of them, right? So the first question is from Darren. He's asking, I'm looking forward to see how Neulink can help me create relevant content. So we have already talked about it, Darren. So I'm going to move on to the next one. Jaydeep is asking, how many team members are working for Neulink only?
For Neulink only, currently it's maybe 4, but it depends. So we had other team members that work on this on and off, depending on our needs.
Awesome. Let's go move on to the next question. It's from Rajesh. Rajesh is asking, getting traffic on the website is one aspect of social media, but how does one ensure positive engagement on social media from users? I think, Rajesh, this really comes down to the quality of your contents,
Exactly, yes.
because ultimately that's what matters, right? If someone is just sharing some random gibberish content, then obviously it's of no use, right? But you saw that during this entire webinar, I shared a lot of valuable strategies which can be still implemented. If you just keep Neulink aside for a moment, it'll just take a lot of manual work, right? But it can still be implemented. I shared how I'm doing things. So I'm sharing value. And that's what is very required, that if someone is like really giving you their time, you have to appreciate their time by giving them a lot of value. So make sure that your content that you're generating has thought-provoking ideas, and ask yourself, are you going to engage on that content yourself? Right? And if your answer is yes, then you should start focusing on that. So again, it's very important to focus on good quality content. One of the strategies that I use very often is I see what's trending in my niche and I talk about it, because there's something known as moment marketing, which is going to be always hot. Moment marketing will work now. It will work after 10 years. It will work after 50 years, because people love talking about what's trending right now. So I'll quickly show you. Bilal, can you go on my Twitter and just search for IoTG? I'll show people what exactly. Again, guys, I'm showing you live, right? It's not some random stuff that we are coming up with. I'm literally showing you live in terms of how we do things. Yeah, can you just scroll down to one more of my latest tweet? Go down. And again, guys, if you see over here, my first tweet pinned everywhere is a story. Right? You want to connect people with a story. Now, there is this acquisition that happened, right? Where one of the companies in India, Tata, they have acquired another company known as Bisleri for almost $850 million. Now, I just tweeted about, I was the first one to tweet about it, and look at the engagements. It's been 8 hours since I posted, almost 145 likes, almost 100 12 retweets, and 19 comments so far. And it's only getting started, because the moment any tweet crosses 100 or 150 likes, Twitter classifies it as a trending tweet, and then it fires up for the next 2 days, which means that this tweet will more likely go and collect about like 1,000 likes pretty much in the next 2 days. Now, again, if you go down, can you just go down just a bit? There you go. So if you look at this, one of my like hottest tweet, which literally blew up my entire account, that I posted on 8th May, right? Where I spoke about Indian marriages have higher budget than the seed capital required by a startup. 13,600 likes, almost 1,600 retweets, and almost 400 comments. Again, right in front of you guys. And this tweet has generated 2.5 million impressions for me. And I probably got around 5,000 followers with just one tweet. Now, you have to understand how content works, right? You have to make the contents relatable for people. It's very important. Again, you guys are laughing right now in this as well. And this is an actual hardcore, sad truth about us humanity, that we spend so much money in marriage that startup requires a lot less fun, and they would start generating funds. A lot of people and families in India, they spend 15 years of their life trying to make some money so that can be spent on marriage. I feel that stupidity, right? So I thought, why not make content more relatable and try to attach that on the business side of it? So that's how you start creating contents, right? Again, go down a bit. You will see what I'm talking about. Show some more examples. Just go down. Yeah, see this. Now check this out, right? I tweeted this almost 1 day ago. So if you're looking to build a sales or marketing team, start hiring Marwaris and Gujos, right? So this is like a cultural thing out there, and I'm getting crazy engagements already, and it's only blowing up, right? So it's only getting started. Like if I retweet again, it will blow up once again. Again, go down. I'll show like a couple of more examples. You guys will see like literally how to create like quick, high quality content. Go down, 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 go down. No. Go up, go up. No, go up. Yeah, there. See this. Go down. Now check this out, right? So here, if I have tweeted, your job as a CEO of a startup is to listen to every single of your employee and give them resources. Now, again, if you read this tweet, I've made it very relatable. 156 like and almost 16 retweet and just 2 comments, right? So you have to try and make sure that you make the contents as relatable as possible for people. That's very important. And also understand how every platform really works. So if you see Twitter, I use memes a little often because that just works better. But if you're going to use memes on LinkedIn, people are just going to see, hey, you're not even serious about your own business, right? So you have to understand how each platform works. And this is why I was talking about Reels and how those things work. So when you're creating contents, even with automation, you have to make sure you make it relatable. You cannot post everything. And I'm not posting every content that I'm creating on Twitter, on Reels either right now at the moment. I'm being very selective. So what I do is I use Twitter as my playground. See what works over there, because if something works on Twitter, the chances of that working on other platforms is very high. So understand how this content marketing really works, and then you will see things blow up. And that's how my account is blowing up across everywhere, because I am making the contents easy and relatable for people. Again, there is no rocket science. Make it easy for people to understand. That's very important. Just like how I'm doing it right now for you guys. I'm trying to make it very simple for you to understand how I'm doing something. This is exactly what you have to do when you are creating any piece of content for your users to drive that user base on social media. This is how you generate engagements. Again, Bilal, can we go down and maybe we can show like a couple of more examples to people? See this. So 3 days ago, I made my very first exit from a startup. Look at that engagement, right? I literally shared openly, look, I made an investment and 11.5 months ago, and I made an exit. And if you look at 11.5 months tweets, you will see that I made some post about it, right? Now I spoke about here that, hey, I made my first exit as an angel investor and I got 181% IRR in returns. That tweet blew up, almost 773 likes, almost 34 retweets and 43 comments. And again, all of this in just 3 or 4 days. How much time did it take me to create that content? Probably like 10 seconds, right? But I'm making myself very vulnerable and I'm talking about what I'm doing. I'm failing, I'm succeeding, I'm talking about everything to people. This is how you make the content relatable, because now you're telling people that, look, there is an opportunity over here, but you have to understand how things work. That's very important. Now, again, if you go down, right, you will see that I ran an AMA. No, over here. I ran an AMA. And then there's this one conversation that happened that someone was asking me, how can they get started with learning B2B SaaS? And I told them, just join some startup as an intern or a fresher. That's the best way to learn. Someone came in and wanted to hire that person. Now I was like, this is perfect, because I see a content opportunity that someone got a job proposal from my tweet. And I used that and I created a content on every platform. I posted on my Instagram story. This was not the content to go on my Instagram feed. So I just posted it on my story and I created the same piece of content for LinkedIn. It blew up over there as well, because people love such kind of things, that someone unknowingly or knowingly got help, because it makes it very relatable. Be human. That's what social media is about, right? You cannot just spam on social media. It's not going to work. So every piece of content that you're creating needs to work. Again, Bilal, if you go down, you'll also see that I tweet a quote every single day as well. So I'll show that as well. Go down just a bit. Yeah, there. No, go up.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. See this quote of the day. I've posted it. So now there is a quote of the day that goes out every day and I get engagements on that because of that. This is how you need to understand. This is how you need to do things. Like you have to understand how those certain platforms work. And again, make the contents easy for people to understand. Don't try to overcomplicate it. Keep the words simple. Even if you're creating video, keep it simple and make it relatable for them. Try to also give some analogies if possible, because when you give analogies to people, it again makes it simple. So anytime you put up any content, doesn't matter the software you're using, treat your audience as if they're 5 years old and then create that content. That will make your life very easy and you will start blowing up on social media. If you guys like this entire tip, let me know in the comments below and if this helped at all.
Awesome answer, Audit. I definitely agree with you on this one. And like tools like Neulink only give you like a way or easier way to be able to organize and manage these kind of things. For example, as Udit mentioned, in this quote of the day, like it can be easily be automated and be organized in one
That's 100%
collection.
automated. I don't post that. That's just automated. That pulls up,
Yeah,
and it just pulls up from a Google Sheet,
yeah,
right? So I just downloaded a bunch of positive quotes because people hate negative quotes, right? So I
yeah.
just got like thousands of positive quotes and I just tweeted. So there you go, 1,000 piece of content is sorted. So even if I don't post something, I know for the fact that 3 years of my content is sorted at the
Yeah,
very, right?
exactly.
So this is how you do things, right? But again, if I just do quotes on my account, people will not take me seriously, right? So this is why it's very important to mix things up. I also post my pictures sometimes. I also post about something. I also post videos. Videos don't work that great on Twitter, but I still post it on frequent basis because what happens is that people still see your face. People still see you talking. And believe it or not, these small aspects of the things, it helps you to build a brand. Like some or the other way, it helps you to build a brand. My battery died. I hope it works now. But yeah, it helps you to build a brand in a certain way. And I think that's extremely important whenever you're trying to grow, whenever you're trying to scale up. It's very important, right? So again, if you go down, just scroll through my account, you will see everything is right in front of you, right?
Yeah,
The beauty about marketing is that it's visible. That's the beauty about marketing. You can clearly see what someone is doing, what strategy someone is applying. And that's what we have done. Made it simple and then automated it, right? Now we're using Neulink again. I've started implementing everything. I'm going to start doing all the cross-posting things. I'm setting up. And as I'm using it, I'm coming up with more ideas. I'm telling Bilal, no, we need to do this, right? Because we need to be the first player to really sort of take a whole different approach towards automation. This is how we do things differently because I have been creating contents regularly for almost a year and a half now. So I'm just putting in all of those experiences in terms of what things and how things should really work. But as you can see, the results are right in front of you guys, right? Engagements, crazy following, crazy fan following, crazy buyers list. Everyone on Twitter, I built crazy connections. I probably have so many VCs following me on Twitter. I have so many venture capitalists following me on Twitter. I have so many angel investors following me on Twitter now, and they love my content, right? Even if I post a humorous content, they love it because again, I make it relatable and I don't go outside of my scope. Even if I have to post a sarcastic comment, by the way, I would still keep it in my niche. I would not go outside my niche, which is this is exactly what Elon Musk does as well. He would never go out of the things that he doesn't know. He would
yeah,
make fun of things, but again, in his space. That's very important. This is how you would attract the right kind of people and the right audience for your account.
exactly.
Dinesh is saying that Udit's Neulink giveaway code is confirmed.
Awesome.
Awesome. I think again, let's jump on to the rest of the question. Is it possible to take long form text and create a Twitter thread automatically?
Yes, you can simply paste the text in the create general post, and we will automatically make it a thread for you.
Awesome. Awesome. Let's move on to the next question. It's from Darren. Posting content is one thing, but not having a ton of great content that no one see. When start a new Facebook, or does Neulink have a method for acquiring new followers? Darren, like I said, just post good content, right? That's the job of the platform to give you the reach. All you have to do is just post every single day because the reason why people say you need to be consistent on social media is because there is going to be some day that some creators will say, I'm tired, I don't want to post anymore. You're still posting. And social media will then pick up your content and they will feed your content to other people who are looking to consume those content. This is why it said, be consistent. This is the only reason why everyone says be consistent, because your day will come, but you have to make sure you do not stop posting. This is how you do it. Again, initially focus on your niche. That's very important. So pick your niche and create contents only around your niche. And again, try to do some moment marketing, because if you do moment marketing, the chances of you getting like a good amount of engagements is very high. Around as you saw, like I posted right away about one company acquiring other company, both a popular company in India, and I got like insane amount of engagements in just like 8 hours. So that's what you have to do. Moving on to the next question. Does the Neulink company have external investors? Is the team planning to expand, or the dev team staying the same size or smaller? So basically, give me some structure information, Bilal.
Yeah, as I mentioned to you that there are 4 people working, but it's not actually a 4. It's 4 on any given time. So, but we are usually between we are 10 people if we include the designers and the copywriters, like 7 to 10 people on any given time. And currently, we of course we are planning to expand our team and add more copywriter and people who help us with the content, and we will add more developers and A/B testers now that we are getting more and more traction, and the product like is getting more into the product market fit. And later we might consider, we don't have currently any investors, but later we might consider that.
Awesome. Let's move on to the next question. It's from Tahin. Can we create custom templates or collections and reuse them later?
Can we create custom templates? Currently not, but it will be available very soon. If he means like the template by adding the design and reusing them, then this is available right now. But later it will be available also some custom templates following your brand design that you can easily reuse and on the repeat.
Awesome. Next question. Can you look at a possibility of developing a feature to generate AI images basis user prompt and scheduling it for the future? Users should be able to add it to the collection, rest of the automation kick in. It will absolutely be a unique approach for the product.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. Actually, we applied for some AI solutions that we are waiting their feedback. And once we get that, like we get approved, we should be able to do this. This is not something that is hard, but once we get approval, we'll be applying this.
Awesome. So Ankit is asking, when can we see some incoming webhooks?
Yeah, this is actually, I just assigned to the team today. So we will see, we got multiple requests about it. Hopefully, I will be sending an update about this like next week or so. But this shouldn't be hard to implement. We're just still in the research phase and seeing how other platforms did it, so we can follow a similar approach.
Awesome. So Rajesh, just spoke about how to generate engagement. So I'll skip on that question for now. So we already spoke about this as well. So Tuin is asking, what about copyright issues? How do we manage that if we put data, articles, and other content we like, what to use it within a collection?
For the copyright, actually, most of the platforms like blogs, etc., are okay with you sharing their content as long as you mentioned that it's there and you link to them. If you copy or try to do it in a way that interfere with them, that's gonna be a problem. But the way we are doing it currently, doesn't cause any problem since you can simply share the link of other blogs or other YouTube channels, and they will be happy about it since it will give them more traffic.
Awesome. Next question is, can we reorder the sequences of the post?
Currently, you can only like reshuffle the post, but for the ordering, we will later be adding a way so you can move the post, like it will allow you to either start from the newest to the latest or the other way around. So this is something that we are currently improving.
Awesome. Are there any specific plans or upcoming development in the pipeline for fully stack agency owners? Are there anything specific coming for them?
The content
I think all the features are included in everything, so pretty much like everything will be available for everyone.
Exactly. Yeah. The agency unlimited plan they will have everything available for them. Each like all the features that we will make available, it will be automatically added to their account, and for them specifically, like. We'll be improving the content approval process. etc. So other than that, like everything we have in the roadmap currently, it will be available for them, from AI to robust insights to more automations, etc.
Got it. Moving on to the next question. Will you add a designer to create contents integrated with templates like from Canva, for an example?
Yes, it's already been worked on. Hopefully, this will be live next week as well. We're just figuring out few setup with Canva, and we'll be launching it very soon.
So those 4 developers, by the way, is like 16 developers in short.
Exactly, yeah. As I mentioned to you, we have multiple people working on it, and it's like on any given time, like we can easily expand to 10 or reduce depending on the on the features we have.
Awesome, awesome. Moving on to the next question. Is it possible to automate content using our brand guidelines? How can we include our brand guidelines inside Neulink? Can we import or pre-made post in one go and schedule it accordingly? Or is there any kind of prohibition around that?
Okay, for the brand guidelines, as I mentioned, we will be introducing or reintroducing branded content very soon. I'm hoping like early next month. This way, what we will do is you will be able to add your own. You will be able to add your logo, your 2 colors, the main colors of your brand, and also maybe your website or tag. And what we will be using those in your designs. So you can, for example, this will be used in multiple ways. One way, you can easily have a CSV file with the text that you want to design, and the captions, etc., and add it to our platform, and it will automatically generate designs for you using the template you have selected, the design template you have selected, as well as the colors and logo you are using. We will also, for example, add. This will be used in automations, like we can create screenshots of the tweets and then add your own information and logo information to it. When you use the content library, it will be added to your account using your brand colors, etc. So this is how it will be done. I will be creating a video as soon as we launch this to show you how you can add this. But you can already go to our Facebook group and see a previous example I did. In terms of the prohibited content, we are still watching like what's being posted, and we'll be updating our guidelines on that as we see. Hopefully, it will not be any abuse or anything.
Awesome. So Louis is asking whether he has 6 pages and 6 Instagram posts, and whether Plan A would be sufficient for that. Since that's almost 16 accounts already, Louis, and you might won't be adding more accounts in the near time, I would highly recommend you to get Plan B instead of Plan A, which is much on the safer side, because the problem is going to be that the moment you add like 4 more, you would be like, okay, I probably need to upgrade. And by then, Neulink would not be on the LTD, right? So to be on the safer side, I would probably say like invest a few more dollars and just get Plan B, which is going to be like a lot better plan for you than Plan A. Again, if you're not planning for more than 16 accounts anytime in the next 2 years, then don't bother. Then you can stick with Plan A. Next question is, my question is for you lovely people, is how much we will be able to do with only free version, and for how long? I totally get that pricing changes and we need to pay for your hard work, but while we're building up social automation, it's easier to convince our superiors to buy expansions if we have been using it free for a while.
Yeah. Currently, we already disabled the free account, since we only introduced it for our beta, for people who trusted us first. So currently, we're gonna still keep it for them, but not sure for how long, to be honest. And I think, or I would recommend like using buying like a lifetime deal, since eventually we'll be increasing the prices, and even like with the lifetime deal, we'll be increasing the prices in monthly, and also we'll be decreasing the limits. So like when we move to the monthly prices, it will be half the limits that we currently have right now. So I think I would recommend that. But currently we don't have any plans for it.
Awesome. Moving on to the next question. Whenever a scheduled post is posted, it shows the app is posted from Neulink, can we remove this and rename? So as Bilal was saying that next week, your link shortener will be available. So you would be able to add your own link shortener, and that will solve this problem for you.
Exactly.
Moving on to the next question. How do you make sure that the format does not look weird or just forwarded in cross-posting? That's a good question. So typically from like Facebook to Instagram, right? How do you make sure? Because Instagram is more square versus Facebook kind of like works a bit more like a 16:9 format. So how do you ensure about that, Bilal?
Yeah. So currently we have a media adapter that follow the guidelines of each platform. So when we receive a media, whether it's uploaded manually by the user or if it's coming automatically, we try to adapt it to each social media platform. This will be getting another upgrade when we launch our branded content. This is will be especially helpful when we auto post from a particular blog and use their social media channels, social share image, and share it on Instagram. Currently it looks horizontal. So what we will do is we will add your brand. We'll make it a square, and we will add your brand colors below it, as well as your logo, etc. So you can pick a design template, and it will be shared as a square on Instagram. So yeah, this is how we currently manage it.
Awesome. I'm going to move on to the next question. By the way, guys, if you are in a part of PitchGround Facebook group already, do drop your comments and post over there. If you have enjoyed this, if you have thoroughly loved this webinar, if you've learned anything from this webinar, then please make sure to post over there. That way it will inspire more people to go and watch, because we've been talking a lot of stuff, been able to share a lot of good stuff with you guys that you can implement. And again, as I keep doing things, as we keep seeing results, we'll always share it with you guys, right? So that you guys can just implement results and see whether that works for you. And chances are that 98% things will work, because I never share the things that don't work. That's my headache. I want to make sure that you only know the things that work, so that you can save up all your time and energy over there. Moving on to the next one. So I have tier 1. What will happen if I exceed Q? Example, 365 is my limit. Now my Q is 400.
All the extra posts will be marked as draft. So yeah, it will not be posted, but it will be there.
Perfect. Vince, if you feel that's less, just go and upgrade. Right now it's on LTD. Just grab the upgrades. That's the best thing. And if you don't want headache at all, trust me, just get the top plan. It's unlimited. That's probably the best investment you'll make for your business, because $1,000 for the next few years is the best social media investment you will ever make for your business. Moving on to the next question. Why is link shortener not being able to fetch the thumbnail of the website?
Yeah, it actually does.
I think it depends upon whether you have set up your OG. Yeah, I think
exactly.
you just need to make sure that your OG tags are set up properly.
Exactly. If they can send us like a support request on the in our email support@neulink.com, so we can help them specifically with that particular use case. Usually, it should be able to get the thumbnail.
Awesome. How can we personalize these brands?
Yeah, this one will be coming soon, since currently we took that off to add more templates. So this will be coming soon. Unless they mean by personalizing the brand, they mean like changing the settings, then I can show them right now. They can simply come here, click on brands, go to the settings, and then they can customize, they can add the logo, they can add the brand name, they can use the website or handle, and then they can add the time zone for this particular brand. And by the way, we support different, if you are, for example, if you have a brand in India and have another brand that you are working with in the US, you can change the time zones based on your brand. So this is changed by brand. And then you can add your own team members from here. So these are the available customization currently available. Next, we will be adding the colors of the brand. These are the ones that we'll be using for the branded content and the automated designs. Hopefully this answers your questions.
Awesome. We'll move on to the next question. Updates on agency reports per brand, is it like on daily, weekly, or monthly basis, which can be exportable?
Yeah, this is a really good idea. We still it will be coming next after the advanced options. Second, let me add a reminder for myself. Perfect. So this is a really good idea. We'll be working on next after the more advanced insights are available, are live.
Awesome. I have used multiple social media tool and I still love to try new ones. Just want to ask, what is the best feature you have got that can beat other social? I think, Dexter, you have probably seen the automation beast and the kind of things that we are talking about. Even such talks are not happening with Hootsuite or Buffer, you know. So just like create a bunch of people who want to drive results. So that's why we're trying to be like extremely creative about everything. So there's an interesting question coming in. Is frequent reposting considered spam by social media platforms? Absolutely not. I retweet my contents every day. You just can see it on my content. They have that feature available. So it's not a problem at all. It's just that you don't want to be too repetitive either. Because if your same existing audience sees the same content again and again every day, they'll just unfollow you at that stage, right? Because they want to see something new. So that's the only thing, but there's no risk in terms of reposting the same content again.
Yeah.
So this next question coming from Jin, he's asking, I have like 50 posts in my blog and 50 posts in YouTube, but it only says 5 blog posts and 14 YouTubes in the queue. Shouldn't it all say 50 posts in the queue?
Okay. Jane, can you send this as a support request to the team, and we will see if there is a problem with the link. Usually, it should, as you saw in my example, it should get import all the posts from your blog and all the videos from YouTube.
Great. Next question is: are there any draft planning like mind map, Kanban, organization of ideas, or just idea collections?
The way we have collections actually can help you with that. Like when you sign up for Neulink, you by default we will create 2 collections for you. One called general, and the other one is draft. The draft part is where you can add different.
I think it's probably asking more around like man mapping thing, right? So you just come in, you want to brainstorm basically, right? So I think, Nathan, that's not really what Neulink is built for. Neulink is built for automation, growth. It's a growth driver. And not a planning tool typically. So I think you can just plan those out even on a simple note, I would say, or just a simple Google Doc and use that and share it with your team members. So this tool is more focused towards driving growth for your organizations and for your brands on social media.
Exactly. Yes, it's Neulink acts like you have 4 extra hands that doing other things while you focus on building your business and audience. So we mostly try to focus on the automation side of social media and go as deep as possible on that direction.
Great question. So next question is coming is does Neulink take private videos from YouTube also and globally publishes it? So private video cannot be posted anywhere to him, but you can do it for unlisted videos if you have the link for them.
Exactly, yes. And later we will be, once we get approved for the shorts, etc., we'll be able to access like more content from your YouTube channel. Currently, we can only get the public videos. So
Caesar is asking, with unlimited accounts, do we get unlimited accounts? Absolutely, it's unlimited.
Yes.
And again, we only have limited codes. No FOMO, but as soon as we are done with 200 codes, that plan is gone because there's no way we can afford to have like more than 200 accounts on those plans. So if you're planning, just invest $1,000. Trust me, it will give you multifold returns in the future. You can, in fact, even just sell social media services for like $200 and literally automate. Once like more automation features comes in, just set up the whole automation, sign up a contract for like $3,000 for the whole year for a very small business, and just automate some contents and reels for them in the future, or just automate tweets and stuff for $2,000 a year. Again, these are small business plan. You can have some nice side hustle income coming in. Close like 10 such customers a year. That's $20,000 that you can make on $1,000 investment. That's 20x of investment. Even Tesla or Apple is not going to give you these kind of investments, right? Because that's how businesses work, So use that. Again, it's a beauty of an investment that you'll make. So please take that opportunity. How long will you be offering for lifetime options? It will be there for quite some time, but as we keep getting closer to the codes getting over for those plans will be sold out. So right now, the unlimited plan is being sold out pretty rapidly at the moment because there are just 200 codes in total. So I would say, like, if you're really looking to invest something good, do it right now, especially because we also have the Black Friday promotion going on. So you can use the code BFCM22 and get 15% off on that $1,000 plan. You save right away. And if you're a PG member, there you go. You save like $250 right away. So you get that $1,000 plan for like $750 basically. So again, take an opportunity, guys. Like, just utilize this opportunity. Will this webinar be posted? Yes, the webinar is being recorded. So by tomorrow, we'll be posting the webinar on YouTube. So you guys can always go and check. Everything is being recorded right now. Everything will be available for you guys. Awesome. Moving on to the next question. Will LED users have access to future updates? Absolutely, Dexter. You'll have access to the future updates. Moving on to the next question. How do you get trending topics or first news if you don't know the sources like Neulink? So usually, this is where Google News comes into picture to him that Google News. So the way Google News works is that there are websites in the world that are approved by Google as, okay, we trust you as an authority because you're posting good quality content and you're giving information to people. And then Google ranks them immediately for like a day or an hour or 2 hours or 3 hours because it's a news, right? People want to see that and access that news right away. And that's when you track those particular keywords, basically. So right now, what I'm doing is I'm using Google Alerts for that right now. So I've added like Indian startups, and also I'm using some softwares to track certain websites. So as soon as I see new contents coming in, I get a notification. And if I see it's valuable, then I go and manually create some contents around it. I'm automating it, but I'm speaking with Bilal already how we can automate this entire process. And if that happens, like, you'll be the first one. We can probably maybe add in some rewriting feature from GPT-3 as well, so that your title is unique and you'll be the first one. And remember, these news websites, they post the most clickbaity titles, which is perfect for Twitter, by the way. So you don't even have to think a lot at that stage because the research is already done. Now, again, this is how you can be very smart in terms of creating contents around your industry. When will be the next big Neulink update coming in? There's an update going on every single day.
Yes.
So by the time, like I said, you wake up, you will see new updates. Is there a possibility to integrate Switchy, which is a link shortener tool?
I think we might, if there are like enough demand for it, we can probably integrate it.
Awesome, guys. If you want Switchy to be integrated, just go and spam the group right now. And if we see enough requests, we'll be happy to like add it. Moving on to the next question. If I'm a social media agency, how can I use Neulink to earn more clients and more money? Again, automation to just help build automations for your clients, build them good contents. That's all you have to do. And when they start seeing contents coming in, again, make sure that the contents are meaningful for their business. And as long as that happens, they will see the engagement because good content gets promoted by these platforms. The platform will push your content. I built my entire Twitter from zero, right? About a year ago, not zero, but about a year ago, it was about like 1,500 people. But those 1,500 people were like my friends and family. So that doesn't really get counted, right? That's still zero. It grew from there. So it happened, right? So you can grow things. Just make sure that the content are valuable. Just make sure that just think yourself, is this content going to help my readers? So like I said, if we shared something over you have learned a lot of new things. So even keeping all the social media tool aside, you can still do a lot of things manually. The strategies that we shared, right? This is what I'm talking about, the value. You have to make sure you give good insights to people. And that's the only way people will stick around and stay and listen and put in those advice because you're helping them grow their business. So that's what you have to do. Is your information going to help someone? That's what social media is all about. So whenever you're posting contents. Our next question is, what will be the limits for space for our post? Like, I purchased 20 brands. How many posts will I be able to schedule or save? Will there be a fair limit policy?
It depends on your plan. Actually, we are watching the posts and everything. So far, it's good. We didn't see any like abuse or anything, but it depends. Currently, it depends on your plan limits.
Great. Would there be a personal link branding? I did not get this question, Louis.
Yeah, I think what he means is we might have something like that. We might improve the link shortener, but I think he means the custom domains.
Okay. So if that's custom domain, that's coming very soon, Louis.
Yeah.
Perfect. Moving on to the next question. How did you automatically generate hashtags?
We will be adding that to our hashtag manager. Currently, we started with the simple hashtag manager that you can add your most used hashtags for it. This one. Then later we will be improving this post creation model a lot more by adding automated hashtags based on your content, and we will also add a way for you to score your posts based on if this is a quality post or not, based on some data, like does it have a question that have hashtags, how likely this post will gonna perform.
Great. So there's an interesting question coming in from Dexter. There are a lot of features that are on wait. So again, these features are unique features, right? So Dexter, we're talking about something that no platform has. Even the automation, no platform has these automation features at the moment. And again, we're talking about something more of a very unique use cases that needs to be solved. So rest assured, they've been around, right? We'll be pushing things. It's a great product. And the beauty about good product is that it will keep selling all the time. That's the beauty about a good product. So that's whenever you're investing in a good product. And as you can see, that Bilal is also running like a separate company, right? They're running services as well on top of that. So this is how most of the product companies, they survive during the initial stages, that they continue to have the services business so that the funds come in and the tools can be continued to develop. And then you guys are supporting. So just make sure that whenever you speak to like the next 10 people in a business meeting, you talk about asking them to use Neulink. That's how Neulink will grow as well. So it's a mutual collaboration, right? That's how like products work. So you have to be out there, just go and talk about Neulink. And again, if you want to get paid as well, you can just join the affiliation program and just share the link as well. So that's a win-win situation for everyone. So that's the best way to really like ensure that everyone wins in the space. Moving on to the next question. Can you suggest the best time and best profile time based on when someone should post their content?
That's something we will be adding soon. Since to do this, we will need the advanced analytics, which will give us access to how your audience interact with your posts and when the best time that they engage with you most. And based on that, we will be using AI to give you some recommendations on each collection. Like if we notice that a particular collection post perform better on the weekends, we will be recommending that, etc. This feature will be very useful, and we will also add to this, like we'll give you a recap of you should probably be reposting this particular post or writing more like this one since it performed very well. So it will be like an AI assistant to give you more insights on when to post, what to post, what you should repost, or what you shouldn't probably be posting based on your audience. And the more, of course, the more audience, the bigger the audience you have, the better this tool will, or the more posts you post, the better this AI will become.
Awesome. I think with that we have like answered pretty much like all the questions. Some of the questions were repetitive, but we have answered them. Guys, if there's something missing out, please drop your question. We'll be happy to take the last couple of questions because it's been almost like more than 2 hours now. Can you add a scroll stopper or some overlay every month to be used upon the video-based content? It can be free or paid or monthly or nominal fee.
I didn't understand this particular question well.
I think it's probably talking about that those typical contents that looks like the hands are coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those kind of contents basically.
Yes, yeah. So actually, our head of content just shared a post on our group asking what kind of post we should be creating more of. So if you can add this recommendation, we'll probably take action on that one as well.
I think there's one thing that we can possibly do. I think, I don't know if it's a good idea or not. Maybe you can ask in the community after the call. Is do we allow crowdsourcing the content? That means that let's say that I post something on Neulink. Do I want this content that I'm posting to be added in a public collection of mine? And I can just share that public collection for free. So this way, what happens is that the marketplace thing that I'm again talking about, something can just use my collection for free. So it can be the paid or basically free collection, right? So what's going to happen is that there's going to be a lot of inspiration coming in. And also, maybe this also gives a great idea for social media agencies to just acquire new customers. See, here are the kind of collections that I'm making, right? These are custom collections. You can see these are public collections, but I can make more private collections for you and contents for you. But check this out. Almost 1,000 public collections have been downloaded from my collection. That's a social proof that I know my stuff.
Exactly.
I think something like this can add a great social proof for agencies, and they can start driving more customers for their business using this.
This is an amazing idea, and honestly, like can be very huge. And as soon as today, I'm gonna be grabbing a cup of coffee and just sit and plan for this idea and see the best way to launch it as quick as possible. And I'm honestly love it. And this will give us actually like extra hands. So instead of us having to create the content, for example, you are passionate about startups and you post always about startups, you can share the content about startups. Someone else may be passionate about the fashion, about politics, maybe about insurance industry, or anything like something very rare, and they can share their collections about that, and we can just check and approve and make it available for the entire community. And this is
that's the goal, to make it easy for people. And I think if we move along and grow along with the community, I feel using this approach, everyone wins, because again, people will be able to get more agency work because their collections are going to get very popular. So they get known amongst the community, so that, for example, this X person is doing extremely well, their contents are doing well, everyone wants to use their content. That means I can probably hire this person, right?
Yes,
so they probably got few customers out of Neulink. So everyone wins over here, right? And then if someone just wants to sell their templatized content and collections as well, they can just do that for 10, 15 bucks, $20. So it's kind of like a nice side hustle as well, where you're doing things and you're able to just grow, so everyone wins with this approach. And plus, more importantly, Neulink team would not be have the pressure of just creating contents all the time to the collections as well, so it's just like the best way to crowdsource and let people make money out of it, so everyone wins with this approach.
This is a great idea, and honestly, I'm gonna just start planning for it right away. This is I'm already thinking of a way we can introduce a basic version of this one, super fast, so we can
create start 500 tweets and just keep it for $10, So this way, even if I make $500 a year doing nothing, I would love that,
Yes, yeah. This is amazing. Yeah, this is a great idea.
Awesome, guys. Again, guys, we've taken care of everything. We have gone through the entire product. We have come up with some very insanely good ideas at the same time. Some great spark of conversation. We've answered all the questions as well for you guys. We will be announcing the winners for the giveaway in just a moment. But guys, did you like this webinar? Did you enjoy this webinar? Did you learn something from this webinar? Let us know in the comment below, right? So that we would understand what you guys really want, and we can come up with more such power pack webinars. We'll probably do another webinar around contents only, right? Keeping the product aside, how product and how content designing works, how I plan out my content way ahead of time, how we do things, how we integrate certain softwares. Because when you pack up these things, that's how you drive growth, right? If you build all of the right processes, that's how you do things. And I think this is something that's truly, truly important, because when you understand things and when you are able to build the right processes, you drive growth. You don't need a lot of people. You just need the right processes and you need right strategy. And as long as you have that, you will have the growth coming in. So for example, the whole PitchGround team is just 15 people, including developers. That's it.
That's
Right?
crazy.
So you can see why we are able to do this so many things is because of the processes that we are building up. And that's, I think, something that when you guys start doing it, that's the beauty about software industry, that you can automate about 80 to 90% of the entire workflow for everything that you're doing and have the 10% to be done by humans where the intelligence comes in. That's how you do everything, guys. So we'll be coming up with a lot more stuff, guys. Again, tomorrow we have another webinar with Virus Die. So make sure that you tune into that. But let's now announce the winner. So we're going to be announcing 2 winners. The first one is going to be, let's see, Bilal, if you can go to the QA section and just let us know which was the most craziest question you found. And we'll see if the person is still in the webinar. If not, we'll pick someone else.
Okay. Okay. Is it for, should I go to your Twitter or?
No. Just go in the Zoom. In the Zoom, just click on the QA and you will see that there were almost like 70 plus questions that were being asked. Just tell me which was your favorite question.
Okay, 1 second.
That way is fun, guys. Like, just make sure you make the tweets relatable for people. It will blow up. And start doing like 10 tweets a day, at least during the initial stages. Growing on Twitter is the easiest. I don't know why people find it difficult. And by the way, also, if you guys want more visibility, again, take a screenshot, post, and just tag me and I'll retweet it to my account, just like Louis did. And you guys get free exposure right away. That's how you collaborate on social media, by the way. You steal other people's audience. So, Bilal, who is the favorite question? Come on.
Do you recall which one mentioned the ability to create a marketplace?
It was me, Bilal.
Okay, I'm gonna award this to you.
You cannot award me, Bilal. You have to pick someone from the users. Yeah. Let's pick up a question, Bilal. We got to make it quick.
I think second.
There's also the name, so you can also take the name along with the question.
Okay. Okay, that question about reports, I'm looking for it. Okay. Okay, maybe this one. Can Neulink automate DMs? I think this is a good feature that we will be adding. This Tuhin Kar.
Who is the person?
Tuhin Kar. This one. Can you see my?
No, I can't see that. So the Zoom charts are not shown.
Okay. In the answered questions, I think.
What's the name of the person?
Tuhin Kar. Let me share it with you in the chat.
Hey, Tuhin. Yeah, he's here. Tuhin, congratulations. You have won a free code of Neulink. Congratulations, man. Can you please ping us your email address right away so that we can add, so make sure the email address is registered on PitchGround so that we can add the code to your account. Perfect. So I have written and noted this down. And now it's time to pick up the second winner. Let's see, whoever has posted content on social media, we are going to award that person. So let's see who wins it. So the person who wins it, so who is Adveni? advanirajesh.live. Do we have him right now? Advanirajesh.live Instagram. Do we have that person right now in this live webinar? I'll probably wait until 5 or else we'll award it to someone else. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nope, we don't have that person. So probably pick someone else. So the next person is going to be, let's see, Digital Dynamos. Digital Dynamos, are you currently live in the webinar at the moment? Dinesh, is that you? Dinesh, can you please ping me with that Instagram ID and give me your, send me your email on my Instagram? Congratulations, Dinesh. You have won a code of Neulink. So please DM me from the same Instagram ID so that we can add it. And in 24 hours, you will see the codes being credited in your account. With that, guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. It was absolute blast with you guys. It was absolute madness with you guys. It was absolute crazy fun with you guys. And more importantly, I hope you guys learned quite a lot of stuff today. We were able to share some amazing new stuff with all of you guys. So I hope it was helpful. I hope it was useful. And at least my camera is back for the closing session. The camera has been like acting very weird. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Bilal, thank you so much for joining in. I hope you guys enjoyed. But more importantly, I hope you guys learned something new. Make sure that you come back for yet another webinar. And again, we're going to be restarting. We have finally restarted all our webinars. So you will learn crazy stuff in every webinar. Do not miss out because each webinar is going to be packed with value. Until then, thank you so much, guys. And you guys have a fantastic, fantastic Black Friday. And do not miss out on Neulink and the rest of all the incredible deals that we have. The Black Friday deal is going and ending on 27th. Pick up whatever your favorite softwares are for 15% off. And I'll see you guys in the next webinar. Bye.